I was I recently came across a line in scripture again that had resonated with me before, but from what you're saying, it occurred to me recently that it has a deeper meaning, like you're speaking of, and it's the line that the peace that passes all understanding. And there's a sense that, you know, if I accumulated enough understanding or wisdom and put it in my satchel and carried it around, I would get to that peace. I just needed more understanding. And now I have this sense that it's just give up trying to understand, you know, trying to figure it out, trying to get the answer that'll bring that peace. And when I've let it all go, it's what you call the emptying. I just, it can come in because the mind isn't like reaching for anything anymore and there's an emptiness. So I wonder if that's what this, this reaching for understanding might be called, what you've been speaking of as the seeker, the one who's efforting or striving to get the thing. And I just have a totally reverse understanding or sense of what that's talking about now. So I've heard you use the phrase the the condition of the seeker, and I wonder if that's what you've been talking about.
Yes. It, it's really such a curious thing. Knowing, or let's say knowingness, dawns when mind sets. When infatuation with thinking, thought, when one withdraws their infatuation with thought, with I know and I'm right, then knowing will dawn. A knowing that's beyond learning. It's inconceivable, of course. Almost as if your own head expands into infinity. This infinity is knowingness, is light, is truth, love, as you say, peace beyond all understanding. There's no problem to solve. It is seen, nothing to figure out. All compulsion vanishes in this. All urgency. But the price of admission, we could say, is, let's say it this way. Price of admission is, I know. And that's what it will cost you. You knock on the door and you have to give them the secret passphrase, and you have to say, I don't know. And then the door is open. And then one more they say, who says? And then the password is, who could say? Who could say? It is beyond comprehension. You must understand this. It's beyond comprehension, but something that you can know your own self. Not really even something that could be believed. It can't be believed because it's beyond comprehension. It's not a concept. It defies understanding. The moment we say we understand it, it disappears. Really, the only practice is a persistent surrender. And when you come back to the place of you having an opinion, a position that you are willing to defend or promote, giggle, laugh, and say, I slipped into this, what do you call it, the ignorance of knowing. You've heard it said, yes? Those who say do not know, those who know do not say. But also I want you to know this is available to you. Truly, in the way that this works, in this, even in this construct that I've been presenting, that you couldn't be here if it weren't at hand for you. You couldn't be here if this weren't well within reach. For you. You know, on Friday, Andrew had such a beautiful reflection of a sort of, as I heard it, a recognition of the ego that's going out into the world, and the ego ever expands. And then the ego, what do we say? We said changes costume. And as it is, with all that it is, it now turns and begins to move its way out of the world. Worldly ego becomes spiritual ego. This is good and right. But turns its the problem to a different frame. But it's still a big problem maker and problem solver. So much to figure out, so much to learn. It's good. It's good. It's good. And then, when it starts to really pay attention, it will see, oh, how did you say? The air is let out of the balloon. The worldly ego moves into the world to understand the world, to navigate the world in attractions and aversions, desire and fear, navigating. In a moment, it will clarify, this isn't working. The worldly ego becomes the spiritual ego and begins its return. And now it's infatuated, instead of the things of the world, it's infatuated by mystical experiences and revelation and scripture and, well, but all of the same jealousies and envies and hierarchies, all of this, it comes with it, you know. It's okay. It's just as it should be. And then, so many experiences had, spiritual experiences had, so many things learned. And you come to a precipice. Recognition, this isn't working. Now what? Now what? Now nothing. I don't know what to think. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to say or what to do. I don't know. And now you sit with that. Because now this is really, truly the trailhead of this is the place of the maturation into, how do I say? I like to call it being human, being fully human. And no doubt, so much I still have no concept of. So who can come to the precipice to move beyond understanding? Who's reckless enough, foolish enough to surrender into that? When will be the last time you hold an opinion, you cherish an opinion? This will be the beginning of life.